Hi, everyone. My name is Roxana Said. I'm a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway, and I have here my friend.
Hi, everyone. My name is McGill. I'm a loan officer here in San Diego, here to talk to you today about lending during COVID-19.
Yep. So we are going to do a quick Q&A just to answer some of your questions regarding obtaining a residential loan during COVID-19 and kind of what to expect and be aware of if you're in the market or need to buy at this time. So we're going to keep this sweet and short. And if you have any questions afterwards, please feel free to reach out to McKenzie or I. All right, McKenzie. So are lenders still lending at this time?
The short answer is yes, lenders are still lending. The long answer is yes, and yes, and things are changing all the time. So everything I'm about to say comes with a disclosure that what I say right now could be irrelevant in an hour from now. So you're going to want to check in regularly with your lender. I would say two things that have been changing right now is that investors are requiring a higher credit score for lenders to borrow. So they're looking at a minimum of 680 for a credit score. And another thing that investors are looking at is how much they're lending to a borrower. And so you're going to see a big difference in pricing if you are borrowing more than the conforming loan limit, which is $510,400. Really random number, I know. But if you're under that and you have a good credit score, lenders are still lending. And I will say too, there even are a few options for what we call jumbo loans, so loans that are higher than that. But it's going to be a lender to lender difference. So check in with a few different people, shop around and see kind of who's still selling which products.
Got it. That makes sense. And are there any risks of getting a loan at this time that you know of?
I would say, particularly with COVID-19, you are going to have a harder time qualifying for a loan if you are currently unemployed. If you are able to qualify, there shouldn't be additional risks. But I say that hoping and trusting that you're working with a lender who you trust, who will be open with you and who's looking out for you, not just trying to make a quick sale. So there's always a risk when you're, working with people and making the hugest transaction of your life.
Sure.
So always being cautious about that. But there should not be additional risks if you are able to qualify for a loan.
Sounds great. So in terms of the process and obtaining a loan, is there anything different that a buyer should be aware of or any pros or cons obtaining a loan during COVID-19?
In terms of process, you're still going to want to reach out to your lender. You're still going to be filling out the loan application first and everything. You want to get pre-approved before you're making an offer on a house. So that doesn't change. I would say some of the process stuff has changed on our end as we are having to stay really informed and up to date with regulations, how they're changing all the time. So it's more on our end that we're needing to, keep up to speed. We definitely, we verify employment up to the very end to make sure that borrower will continue to qualify, will continue to be receiving income, and et cetera. So for the borrower standpoint, the process is not changing, if anything.
Just making sure you're working with a good lender.
Exactly.
Sounds good. And what is the first step a buyer can take to get started with the home buying process in terms of working with a lender?
Yeah, so this is the same too. You're still going to want to reach out to your lender, whether that's, call, Facebook message, Instagram, like DM. You're going to want to get a hold of your lender and talk about your individual circumstances, because a lender should be able to work with you and tailor, your needs to a loan product. And so that hasn't changed. Even through COVID, your lender can still help you. You want to start with taking the application, give them a really good picture of your financial needs, your goals, kind of how you want this to play out, and they can work with you on that.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Well, that's it for our Q&A. We'll have a series of these, but we want to kind of keep this short and give you guys information that you might need at this time. McKenzie, did you want to add anything?
I would just say that for people wondering if you can still buy right now, the short answer is yes. This is not a market that's closed. It's up and running, and we're here to help. So give us a call.
Yep, work with your realtor, work with your lender, and we'll make it happen for you. All right, guys, take care. We'll talk to you soon.